I want to welcome y'all to Four Samples Only. Ooh, it's getting crack of dawn, man. Shit, but I had to get y'all a weekly episode out. Oh, get rich or die trying. Get rich or die trying. Yeah, I mean, shit, I'm just chilling. We talking. I'm sorry. Boy, I got banned off TikTok last time, man. I don't even know what the hell to tell y'all, man. But we back. What they gonna do without us? I mean, what y'all gonna do without us? I mean, because I mean, people up here talking about a podcast is a podcast, but not this one, not this one. Because I'm gonna tell you how the fuck I feel and what I really want to say. But this was the episode. It's to get rich or die trying. It's right now, shit. I mean, like they tell us always, the early bird catches the worm. I mean, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you stay on your hustle, you got to get your hustle. I mean, where this came from is, me and my mother have talks all the time. My mom was my best friend, my worst enemy, all wrapped in one. She gonna tell me what the hell that. My mama is the person that I will tell my mom I'll talk to you later, because that in layman's terms, that's our respectful way of telling us to get the fuck off the phone. Like the bullshit you saying right now is gonna piss me the fuck off, and I don't want to cuss you out, so I'd rather talk to you later. But we talk all the time. Because I didn't have my dad when I was growing up, and I've never met him, and we'll talk about that later. But to get rich or die trying, it's not on you, it's in you. Because a lot of people think just because I got money on me means I'm a hustler. Nah, somebody probably got down, put you on the tit, and helped you get to where you had to go. Somebody probably held your hand to get you where you want to be. And that's not the answers for everybody. And go back to what me and my mother were talking about. We're talking about the day in the way of the life. Because you don't learn from success, you learn from failures. Yes, it's always good to succeed and to grow and to achieve more in life. But the only place that you really learn things is when you fail. Because you got to learn how to stand back up after you get your dick knocked in the dirt, or you get discouraged from whatever you were trying. So you got to learn how to, readjust, learn from it, and grow from it. And that's what a lot of people fail to do, because they put the same equation back into the same system and expect it to work. I mean, sometimes we have to learn how to suck it up. I mean, shoot, always what I heard majority of my life was, suck it the fuck up, buttercup. Put your big girl panties on and push through. And a lot of people say, oh, that's offensive. No, it's not. It's true. Because in some instances, man, I don't want to do that. I don't like to do that. That ain't real life. You got to suck it up because you don't want to do it, but you got to. Even if I ain't got enough sleep, I got to. This same way like right now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, man. Shit, I had to get the fuck up out my bed and record this episode because I knew I had to. I knew I had to be on the same track, the same motion, and everything that I wanted to do and get achieved. Because guess what? I'm telling myself I have to be motivated to do this and to achieve what I need to achieve, to see the numbers I want to see, and to get where I want to get. So I had to suck it up. Yeah, I wanted to hug my pillow a little bit longer and squeeze and, roll on my frillies. But it is what it is. So I had to suck it the fuck up, buttercup. But to get back into that getting rich or die trying, we were talking about work, jobs, and just earning an income. And we were comparing a job's wages to slavery. A job does not want you to go somewhere else, but they don't pay you enough to feel like you're going to grow from that. They pay you enough just to come back the next day. And the reason why we compare it to slavery is because it's like when you had slaves. I'm sorry this might offend y'all, but I'm black. I'm let y'all know. It is what it is. But the reason why we compare it to slavery is because the Mr. Johnny gave you somewhere to stay that you didn't have to pay for. Gave you food to eat, whether you didn't want to eat it or not. And you knew your routine. You knew you had to come back every day just to earn that wage or earn your keep, so there wasn't punishment behind it. Fast forward. They give you a living wage to come back to work every day. They give you enough to come back every day to maintain your bills. Not to live comfortably, but to maintain. So that means you have food on your table. You have a couple of coins in your pockets after everything's taken out. They want you to be successful, but they want you to be content and to come back constantly. And which is messed up when you look at it, because it's not like you're gonna be balling on. I mean, you ain't gonna be balling. You might ball on a budget, but you content because all your needs are met. And if they know that you get too much, you might supersede them. So they want to crack and keep you at that solid level to where they need me. They want me. They gonna tell their friends that this is the way of life, that they doing good over here. But that's that massa mentality. So let's get to the realization. Even when Black Fridays used to come up, if y'all didn't know, that's where the term Black Friday used to come up. Is the day that they used to sell their slaves. Payday. You look at your paycheck and it's like, damn, I can go do more. I got all these skills. I got these. Let me go see what else is out here. So you put your application out there. And you go to these interviews. They looking up and down, testing you out. Just like on that stage they were doing. And they put in a bid. Or they ask you, hey, what you making over there? So we can pull you from over there to over here. So you can come over to this side. Same theology, right? Same ideology. Same idea. So what do? Like, damn. Shit, yeah, they treat me like shit over here, but I'm going to go over here and make a little bit more and realize the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Just fertilizing more bullshit. Or what you're willing to tolerate just to make ends meet. So now let's say you go away from a job for a little period of time. You come back. You put your application in. Hey, you did everything that they asked you to do. But now, let's go ahead and be honest. You put your 2-week notice in, your 30-day notice in. You gave them all the documentation that they needed. But now, when you try to come back, because now we know if we leave a company for 6 months to a year, when we come back, we have experience from that job that we gained at that job. Now we can apply it back to that job. Say, hey, I've already been working your job for a little bit, so I got a little bit of experience. Now, when you put your application in, they say they don't want you. But I did everything. I was on time. I was an employee. Nah, it's not the fact that they really don't want you. And now you're going to be making more than what you were making before, not less. Now it's a problem. Now it's a difficult decision. Or let's flip it on the other side. They do want you. But they figure out what you're making at that other place. Now that you want to come here because you figured out the grass wasn't greener and you want to come back to Mr. Johnny's plantation. What do? Do you suck it up and just deal with it? Or are they going to throw more bullshit at your plate? Or they take what you're making at the other dude's business, apply it to theirs, and when they bring you back over and they say, oh, all we willing to do is pay you a quarter more. You worth that quarter? Your time worth that quarter? You doing everything right, but you saying, well, shit, I was making $8.75 at that other place. Now I'm only making. Now I was making, let's say, $9. Now they willing to pay me $9.25. Is your 25? Is that 25 cents that they willing to throw you okay for you to take and come back? And you deal with the monster you know, whether it is the monster you don't know. Because you now looking at, hey, well, this is close to my home. I know what I'm dealing with over here. I know this. I know that. I know the situation I'm putting myself in. But now, I'm coming back over. For why? Now people go. Now you gotta deal with. You thought you were. Now you came back. Or people open with you with open arms. But now, they hold a grudge against you. Because you did leave. You weren't that faithful servant. You weren't that faithful employee. So now they holding a grudge against you. Like, I gotta teach this motherfucker a lesson. I gotta crack this whip. I gotta show the masters that there's punishment for disloyalty. Are you willing to accept that treatment and the write-ups that come behind it? Because they're coming. Because let's be honest. Certain supervisors, managers are vindictive as fuck. They hold grudges. They be like, he thought he was going to make it up over there. I got this. I got to show him why it's good over here. To teach this motherfucker a lesson. Because let's be honest, people do that. I mean, I've been in supervisor positions to where individuals get let go on effed up terms and situations. And I understand ideologies. I understand human behavior. Nobody wants to be stagnant. Nobody wants stagnant water. We all want more. If I deserve more, I do more. Y'all keep throwing stuff. Let's go be honest. Y'all keep throwing shit at the wall and wanting it to stick. And management has a bad way of throwing more and more work on our plates. But the money doesn't add up to it. So, I mean, what do? Do we sit there and take it? Because, I mean, let's go ahead and I'm going to break some shit down to you. This is from my own personal experience. I was working at Kmart. My first job. I ain't know no better. I was making $7.57 an hour. $7.57, straight out of high school. Man, I saw my first paycheck after I was putting the hours in. Man, I thought I was goddamn big balling. My first check was like $600. I ain't know nothing. This is my first paycheck. Shit, I'm thinking I'm balling. Man, y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm making $600. Man, that ain't, man, shit. I'm big money, man. As I know, this motherfucker had me holding a sign in cold ass weather. I just sat there and took it because I had a job. I knew I know what I had to look forward to every weekend. Well, every other week. And I wanted another $600. And it got so cold out there. My aunt drove past and called my mama. John out there holding the sign. It's fucking freezing. It's hailing outside. And they got him outside holding the sign. My mother went inside and cussed out the manager. Told her get her son off that fucking curb. What she was calling the work people, employment people. My mother worked in HR. She worked for the United States Department. She worked for the United States Department of Agriculture before she worked. She was an HR manager. She was an HRM. She was human resources. So she knew work ethics. She knew the law. And I was like, damn, Mom, why you do that? So she had to bring me back home and explain, in certain environments, you're not allowed to work. And a lot of people, well, and this is the way she made me look at it. You think about it. If you had a child, would you want your child to be out there freezing cold and doing that for somebody else? I'm like, nah. So why would they want you to do it? Because a lot of these jobs don't give a fuck about you. They see you as a body. They see you as a number. They see you as worthless. They see you as let's go and say, a warm body to take up a slot. Because they just got to fill up the FTEs. I had a boss tell me one time, he said, hey, I said, man, I'm tired of y'all hiring these mouth breathers to where they can't even do a job. They're not proactive. They're not ambitious. They're not none of these things. But y'all pay them to come here to work. He said, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you one time only. And it's the best advice the best thing he told me. Well, I've had a lot of good managers and supervisors. This one told me, a lot of people aren't gonna be your hard chargers. Only thing they're gonna be able to do is yes and barely able to do the job. They're gonna be able to. Their mental capacity can only hold enough to do the bare minimum. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And you sit back and think about it, because certain standards that you hold for yourself, everybody cannot equal up to. But they're only hiring them to fill a slot, to fill their quota, because they have to. Because if they don't fill up those spots, then they got overtime. Then they got to hire their bosses looking at them saying, reduce your overtime. I don't have the manpower. I don't have the adequate personnel to fill this job. They don't care if they're adequate. They don't care if they're below par. They're a mouth breather, a window licker, a warm body just to put on a uniform and say, I got somebody there. That's it. And it's like, damn, that's fucked up, but why is it fucked up? Because now that other person that they pay a little bit more has to pick up the weight of that other person that's just a mouth breather. Y'all don't know the term mouth breather. We use that term in the military a lot, saying that they don't breathe through their nose. They're not intelligent enough to breathe through their nose, so they just breathe out their mouths. Window liquor. If you ever rode a short bus, you'll understand what the term window liquor is. The snozzberries taste like snozzberries. But that's where we're at. Is it acceptable? Is it okay? No. But guess what? They got somebody there to help you out. They might be able to just read, write, and open doors. That's all they can do. And that's to say, hey, I got somebody there. But I mean, that's what we're faced with in society now. A lot of people feel like they just need to be handed something instead of earn it. Is that acceptable? In my book, no. Is that okay? No. But I mean, what do we do when we need to fill those spots, fill those positions? Do we just sit there and take it? So let's go back to trying to get rich. Because it's always good for personal growth. You learn as much as you can from a job and every skill that they're willing to push you so you can grow, so you can succeed, so you can get those extra little coins on your paycheck or become a supervisor, become a manager, but go back to school and get that education. Say, hey, I got this training, I got this training, I got this training, I got this training. And that's what I'm willing to provide at this job. And those are the standpoints, because I can train new hires. Sometimes people can only be trained because they're hard chargers. They're willing to learn and they're willing to pay attention. A lot of people aren't. Because, like, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the jobs I've ever had in my life, I become a supervisor at. Because my mother told me it's not okay to be mediocre. To your other counterparts, you have to be 3 times better. You are going to have to push yourself 3 times harder than they are just to get those extra dollars, just to get those extra coins, just to get the recognition. Because a lot of jobs won't give you the recognition when you're doing a good job. They're only going to be on your ass when you fuck up. So you have to be able to work, push, and strive to be better than everybody looks at. And I'm sorry, that comes with a gift and a curse. Because now it's when you fuck up and you are better than everybody else. Oh my God. Or people that are that are mediocre, when they put you on a pedestal in comparison to them, they're going to point out your flaws when you fuck up. But you never do it with them. Ethics. Morale. Your scrote. Whatever you want to call it. That you hold yourself to a higher caliber than to stoop down to their level, except for when they fuck up. Because they always do. They always got them. Someone and say, oh my God, it's not that bad. And the first thing they do is try to redirect that problem back to you. And it's a problem. But as soon as you blow up and you cut somebody the fuck out, it's a big problem. It's a big issue. But back to when in the job that I am in now, I didn't have experience before. I just had the military. And I was cleaning floors at one time. Stripping, waxing, cleaning. And the guy told me this. I can get you an interview. But in that interview, it's up to you to sell yourself. I can't do it. The only person that can mess up that interview is you. If you don't go in there prepared, you don't go in there wanting it, and you don't go in there like you already got the job, and you don't go in there with the confidence, you're not going to get the job. So, I mean, what do? You go in there and you sell yourself. You put yourself on the auction block. You make sure you're better than those other individuals that they even can bring in there. So what do? You make yourself out better than they are. Because guess what? I am better. I don't even know them, but I'm better. I'm better than any applicant you can put against me. I stand on my shit. 10 toes. I'm a hard charger. I go to the fight. Because that's a lot of y'all that listen to me. But I mean, that's that real stepper shit. Hey, when we stand up for that shit, we stand on that shit. You mean that shit. We stand for some shit. And you will listen to us. Because let's go ahead and be honest. We got beta bitches out here acting like they alphas. They don't even come close in comparison. But when they got an alpha male that walks in the room, they can feel that energy. They can feel that thickness. And they're like, shit, this motherfucker here. Huh, what are we going to do? Except for to paint you out to be the enemy. So, I mean, what do? We go for that fast money? We go for personal growth? We go for success? Or do we just take whatever they're going to give us and just deal with it? Never. We strive for even being better. We strive to fight. We strive to go push. And and if you don't like us, fuck you. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. And that's all I got to say for foe. Steppers only. We out. Peace. Well, that's another good episode, man. I ain't realized all my shit wasn't going. But we done. We out. See y'all next week. Peace.